Introduction. Some days stay in your memory forever. This is the day she left without a word, and my life felt empty. Story. It was a rainy morning. I woke up to the sound of drops on the roof. The sky was gray, and the street outside was wet. The air smelled fresh, but my heart felt heavy. I knew something was wrong, even before I opened my eyes. I lived in a small apartment in the city. It was simple, with a living room, a tiny kitchen, and my bedroom. The apartment was quiet that morning. Usually she would be there, making coffee or humming softly. But that morning it was silent. Her name was Sarah. She was my best friend. We had grown up together. We went to the same school, played in the same park, and shared all our secrets. She was bright, cheerful, and kind. People loved her, but I loved her for more than that. She understood me like no one else. I got out of bed slowly and walked to the kitchen. I expected to see her there, smiling, pouring tea. But the kitchen was empty. The chair she always sat on was cold. The cup she used yesterday was still on the table. I felt a strange fear in my chest. I called her name softly. Sarah. No answer. I walked around the apartment, looking for her. Her bag was gone. Her coat was missing. The small note on the table caught my eye. My heart raced. I ran to it and picked it up. It was blank. Not a single word. No explanation, nothing. Just a blank piece of paper. I felt my stomach drop. Why would she leave without saying anything? Why leave me with questions, with silence? I sat on the couch holding the paper, feeling numb. The rain continued outside. I could hear the drops hitting the window like tiny tears. I tried to remember if she had said anything unusual the night before. Had she been sad? Angry? Worried? I could not remember anything. The memories came back slowly. Last night we had dinner together. She smiled at me. She laughed at my jokes. She told me she was tired from work but wanted to spend time with me. I thought everything was normal. I thought she was happy. But now she was gone. My mind searched for answers. I thought about calling her friends, but I was afraid. What if they did not know anything? What if she left for good? The fear felt heavy on my chest. I decided to walk to the park where we always met. Maybe she was there. Maybe she would come back. The rain had stopped, but the streets were wet and empty. I walked fast, my shoes splashing in the puddles. My hands were shaking. I felt alone. At the park I saw her favorite bench. It was empty. The swings moved slightly in the wind. I sat on the bench trying to calm my mind. I closed my eyes and remembered the times we spent together. The laughter, the games, the talks. Every memory felt sharp, like a knife in my heart. I opened my eyes and saw a small piece of paper on the ground near the bench. Picked it up. This time there were words. I'm sorry. I need time alone. Please don't look for me. My hands trembled. My eyes filled with tears. I did not know what to do. I wanted to call her, to find her, to hug her, to tell her I loved her. But I could not. I had to respect her words, even if it hurt. I sat there for hours holding the paper, listening to the wind in the trees. The world continued moving, but I felt frozen in one moment, one pain. When I finally went home, the apartment felt empty. Her side of the couch, her coffee mug, her bag. It all felt like ghosts. I tried to sleep that night, but I could not. My mind kept thinking about her. Where was she? Was she safe? Did she miss me? The next days were worse. She did not call. She did not answer messages. I tried to continue my life, but every corner of the city reminded me of her. The park, the small cafe where we drank coffee, the bookstore where we read together. They all reminded me of her. One afternoon I found myself sitting on our bench again. I watched people walking, couples laughing, children playing. Everything seemed alive, but I felt invisible. I remembered the paper she left. I need time alone. I realized that maybe she needed space to find herself, to heal, to think. I thought about the good times we had. I thought about the way she smiled at me, the way she listened when I was sad, the way she believed in me. I missed her terribly, but I also understood that leaving was her choice. It was not about me. It was about her. Weeks passed slowly. I tried to focus on work and friends, but my heart was still heavy. I walked to the park every day, hoping to see her again. I left small notes on the bench, hoping she would find them. I miss you. I hope you are safe. I will wait for you. One day I saw her. She was sitting under a tree reading a book. My heart jumped. I ran to her and she looked up. Her eyes were sad but calm. She did not speak at first. I could see the pain and the struggle she had gone through. I sat beside her and waited. Finally, she spoke softly. "I'm sorry for leaving like that." Her voice was quiet, trembling. I needed time to think. I was confused. I did not know what to do. I held her hand gently. "I understand," I said. "I was worried, but I understand now." She smiled, a small, shy smile. It was the smile I remembered. She leaned her head on my shoulder, and we sat there quietly. No words were needed. We did not need words. Sometimes being together was enough. That day I learned something important. People sometimes leave not because they do not care, but because they need time to understand themselves. Love is not just about being together. It is also about patience, understanding, and giving space when it is needed. We spent hours in the park that day, talking, laughing softly, and holding hands. I realized that her leaving had taught me patience and love. It had taught me to value every moment together. From that day we grew closer. I never forgot the fear, the pain, and the emptiness of that morning. But I also never forgot the lesson she taught me. Life is not always simple. People are not always simple. But love can be patient. Love can forgive. Love can wait. Even now, years later, I remember that day. I remember the empty apartment, the blank paper, the rain, and the bench. I remember the tears, the fear, and finally the relief. That day changed me. It taught me that love is strong, even in silence. And even though she left without a word, she came back. And we learned to be stronger together.